Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today we're going to do a background, and it's going to be a way to get an easy background for your art journal or your ATC. I get asked this so many times. I have so many different videos on doing different types of things, but I thought, a lot of you are asking for very inexpensive, frugal ways to do things. So we're going to do an art journal, but it could be, on a ATC card. It can be on really anything. So here's a very inexpensive way to do things. I've done this a million times. It's a piece of kids' fun foam. Now, you can use even frugaler or frugalier. Get like when you get your meat from the grocery store, it comes in a styrofoam, has a styrofoam bottom. Take it, put it in the dishwasher, wash it, whatever. Use that to make the markings. Any markings will be fine. What else can you use? This is kids' fun foam. I mean, think about it. You can use pretty much anything that you can mark in, even cardboard if you really, take a pen or a big pencil and kind of mark it in. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I did, and I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show you how, you can kind of fill up the page and just a few different ways to do it. If you see here, I used a ink pad and I used paint, acrylic paint. So you really can use this in different ways, whatever you have. Some of you might be starting out and don't have ink and you only have paint. It's, it's going to be that kind of thing. So I'm going to show you, we can say, oh, the art journal page, we're going to throw a base color down and it's going to be yellow, or it's going to be black, or we just have gesso. And we're going to just do something here, okay? So this is just a piece of kids' fun foam that I've cut into several pieces, about 4 pieces. And I'm just going to lay this on here. I use a pencil. This is a, pretty thick base. I don't know what number this is. It's just a 3, I guess, or a B. I can't, a B, a 3B, can't see, I'm blind. And what you can see in here is I just did leaf shapes with different insides and some scribbles. Now, I've done a million of these. I'm going to try to link them down below and at the end of this video for you guys. But all this was, obviously, is, and you can make them as big or as small as you want. I just did an upside down, like, tier, and I just put lines in it, and you can make them, whatever way you want. You can put dots in it. It doesn't matter. Do a leaf bottom, stem, leaf bottom. You can, oh gosh, I've done flowers where I've done circles and done different types of petals. You see what I'm saying? Very easy. Because this is just going to be the background, right? To start, so your fear is gone of the white page. Now, honestly, if you throw color down, that might take the fear away for you. If you feel stuck and you can't think like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do on my ATC card that I'm in a trade with? Or what am I going to do? This is one way, like I said, to do it. I love spirals. Right? You can just write your handwriting. Now, mind you, whatever you write on here, you can write a word or whatever. It's going to be backwards when you print it, which that takes me about 3 hours to figure out. So, you can just do dots. You can do lines, right? You can use a pen and do, the same kind of thing and just do a flower upside down. It doesn't matter. We're just kind of, doing things on here so they make a print. Okay, so I'll do this one first. I'm just going to take a ink pad. Any kind of ink pad will do. I just kind of scribbled it on there. I don't worry about it too much. I don't want you to have to think about it too much. And I will print it down here. I'll do it this way. Give it a push. And you can see you're starting already. So if you do this on a background, and it doesn't matter, I'm using black to show you. You can use whatever color you have that is going to coordinate, but you see how it adds marking, and that's beginning your mixed media. So if I take, let's say I take some, we'll do pink. pink acrylic paint, no big deal. Just take it on a brush, and I'm just going to kind of do it on, instead of the whole thing, just on a little bit of the marks that I made. Not a big deal, not a big deal. Obviously, the more, you put on, the more opaque it is. Maybe you want it to be a little more shadowy, maybe not. I'm doing this much darker because I want you guys to be able to see it. So if I do that, I can do it on black. And you see how you get just what you put the paint on? So you're not getting that full effect. If you want that full, why did I put that in the water? Cal, I swear. If you want the full effect, you just put it over the whole thing. I keep putting it in the water. Oh my gosh. And then you can lay it down. And look how you're getting, oh, that's upside down. But you see what I'm saying? I mean, it doesn't really matter. You're getting these marks. Now, I'm going to use this one where you can see I did, a full kind of piece. And I'm just going all in. I love this because, like I said, it really makes a difference for starting out. And you can get a big package of the Kids Fun Foam at your local craft store for, use a coupon and get it for a couple bucks, and you get so many of them, and you can just start. I was thinking about, in my group, us making some trades, like us getting a group together and us making a bunch of these and then trading them. So I'm going to see what my girls think, because I just think it would be so much fun, and really for people who are starting out, a great way to, get a nice collection going and different kind of art and that kind of thing. I love drawing my dolls in them. So, oops. But see how we're doing that? And we're starting this great page. And you can get a couple of these. Look at that. And you don't have to go, you can go up and down. Think how fun this would be with the kids, right? Now you can see it's just a little bit of it. Obviously, it's the paint's drying, but let's see. Look at that. Okay, and I mean, it's like 3D, some of them. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me just show you. I have this here, and I'm going to just take this out for a second. And you can use whatever colors you have. Sparkly, metallic. I'm going to just kind of get the rest of that pink, and I'm going to throw some orange on here just because I want to. And then I'll show you. Just kind of mixing and matching, not a big deal. And then I'll put this here. Okay, you can do half of it just to get some marks going. I'm not putting it straight. This is on some gesso, what you saw I did with the pink. So you get a great, like, texture underneath there of the text of the with the gesso. So you see what I'm saying? And I can just go and I can do a part of it, and I'm marking. It's mark making. Okay, so I have this. I'm gonna just dry it real quick. And when I'm doing backgrounds, I don't always dry completely. I dry for the most part. And then I'm going to show you. I'm not really worried about this side too much. I'm just going to kind of... Okay. So you can see I have this. We'll pretend like this. I'm just going to work on here for a second. So we have our yellow that we put down, our base coat. That's one coat, right? That's one layer. And then we have here, for instance, we have some gesso, and we could have done it very streaky, and that would have been another coat. But then with these, with the prints, we have our second coat, our second layer. So, I mean, now you can put some tissue paper down, or paper, or whatever you want. Or what I like to do, because I like to drive everybody nuts, because everybody goes nuts when I do this, and I usually have a little bit more layers. However, I like to take some white paint or white gesso, black gesso, red, whatever color I want. And I'm going to just take a little bit of it, just a little squirt right there. I'm going to take a palette knife, a SKYPE as I like to call it. I'm going to take it in here. get it on here, and I'm going to go and I'm going to scrape some of this on here. Becomes another layer because we're going to push some of that back. We don't want all that showing as we're doing our mixed media, which that's what this is. We're doing a mixed media page. Okay, and I'll scrape the rest of this up the best I can. You could do the same thing. I think you get the point. You know, you can make it as opaque or, you know, whatever as you want. I'm going to take a damp paintbrush. I'm going to try to make sure it's clean. Doesn't really matter, but, and then if I want it to be a little lighter in areas, I'm just going to go in and add a little bit of orange on there still. Just add a little bit of water, and then take a paper towel or art rag, whatever you have, whatever you use, and go in and just give a little bit of a wipe. So it's a little ghostly looking. And you can do this before you know, wipe it without water if you catch it in time. I never do. My fan's on behind me, so it dries it pretty fast. But you see how we're getting, and we push some of that back, and you're getting these different shapes, and you just started. Really, you have 2 pages here that you can start now to really do some mixed media on. What I like to do, I like to draw on these. Now, some people get, you know, when I have backgrounds and I don't paint my faces as opaque as they like, or translucent or whatever, sometimes the colors don't, you know, work out that great, but I just like to have fun. I don't really care. I'm working in my art journal. I'm not really, and I'm not going all out to do a face. I am going to have a face coming up because quite a few of you were like, can you quit doing odd girls and just kind of maybe do a regular face for us and teach us how to do, you know, like a more whimsy kind of face rather than odd girls? And I'm like, okay, you know, I don't care. So I'm just going in. And then that's when I will draw. And I'm not going to go through the whole thing here. Just kind of sketching it in. And then what I like to do, give her a little nose, little mouth. And then what I like to do is go in with my face paint. I would erase all this. I'm doing it very quickly just so you can kind of get the gist of what I'm doing. I know, I get crazy with my odd girls because when I'm having a bad day, they just bring me joy. And they all come out like, you know, they don't come out all the same. And a majority of you love them. Most of you love them. But I know some of you, you know, who are new to my channel, you want to learn more. I guess, you know, you found my page, my YouTube, by finding one of the other kind of folk art girls I did. So I'm just kind of putting that in there. Doing that. And I just kind of sketch it in for myself. And then I would go in with a face color, which I will use Light Flash. Now, mind you, let me wash this off. This would be probably on this page where I have a background, or I would already put some scrapbook paper. Maybe I would put some tissue paper. You know, I would just keep going. But this is how I do it. You don't have to. I also will draw it on another piece of paper and glue it on. So it totally depends on my mood. Oh, do I sound like Tim Gunn? Anybody know where that's from? Tim Gunn? Mood? Anybody? Anybody? One of my favorite shows. Anybody? And if you really want to get it opaque, use gesso first, right? You put gesso down first and then you go over with your color. I like when it sticks through sometimes. That's when she said. I don't even know if that even made sense. That's what she said. She likes when it sticks. I don't know. Anyway, so, and I'm hoping that my voice is working on here because I'm having the worst camera problems ever. That's why I haven't made a video in a couple days. Matter of fact, I have 2 videos that I made that I have not put up yet because I have to do voiceovers because my camera's not working. And I just checked it and it, but I checked it, the other ones too, and they were working. But when I went to upload and all, the voice is out. I need a new camera so bad. And if you would like to support me and my channel or donate to me and my channel, I have a Patreon and the link is down below. If you would like to donate every month and you get things back from me, I like sending out mixed media papers, where you could just print them out and use them all the time. I have odd girl art quilts, stencils, all kinds of stuff for different amounts that you want to, I say donate. I don't exactly know the right word to use. But it's not for free. You know what I'm saying? There are certain things. So that is down below. And as well, if you would like, I know I'm going to get thumbs down on here, but, and then if you would like, a lot of you just like to donate through PayPal, and that information is down below as well. And if you just watch my videos and like doing that, give me a thumbs up. That makes me happy as well, because then I know that you're liking the content I'm putting. So it's all over the place. You don't have to do one thing, one certain thing, because I love all of you guys. I truly, truly do. Okay, so you can see I did that. This is how fast I do stuff sometimes. And I'm going to use gesso. No, I'm not going to use gesso. I'm going to use, here it is. I was going to say I couldn't find my white acrylic paint. I'm going to take another brush. Where's my brush? Where's my brush? Here's my brush. Oh, there goes my brush. There goes my brush. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going in with some white. Going in with some white. Now, white really, I mean, we don't really have that white of eyeballs kind of thing. So I kind of like to tap it a little bit, and I'm going to have to shorten this one up a bit. Those eyes are a little big underneath there, but that's okay. I'm just going to throw some of that down just to give it a little bit of color. And let's go with light brown for the eyes. I'm just showing you because I got asked, these pages. Easy backgrounds. So I will have more coming up. And then I'll just go in with the same color and kind of do eyebrows. And you can see I'm not very careful with those eyebrows. She's having a bad eyebrow day, but it's okay. Then here's something that I like to do, and I have videos on this, and I'll do an updated one I have to. I love pens. And a lot of pens are waterproof that you can use on here. Markers as well, Sharpies. They even have fine point Sharpies. But I kind of like to go in. Maybe I'll do this part first. And use it just as like a sketch kind of thing. Now, you can see it's kind of skipping, and that's because the paint isn't all the way dry. But just, you want to just pay attention to that. And any pen that you use, always clean off. Take a rag or your finger or whatever and really get that point clean, because what happens is the acrylic paint will dry, and that's essentially plastic, and then your pen won't work anymore. So if you ever had that issue, that's why. Believe me, I still do that, and I yell at myself all the time. I'm just kind of, giving me the outline. I'm going in. I'm going to go like this. And if you've just found me or my channel, I'm very blessed. I'm getting a lot of new subscribers, and I'm just so blessed. But if you've just come across me and you would like to see more of what I do, please subscribe. Hit that button down below, and there's a bell next to it. Click that so you get notified when I upload, which is usually 5 to 6 times a week if my camera is working for me. And you can see what I do, or you can write down below and request or you can email me, follow me on all my social media. I love when you guys follow me and I get to follow you guys back and see what you do, and I just love it. Okay, so now I'm just going to do a little nose. You can just do a little nose like that. You can see this pen is very juicy. I love it. Just like that. And it's like a younger kind of face, you know what I'm saying? You can go in here and kind of really play around with the eyebrows. See, very, you know, not a big deal. Now we go in with hair, which I'm just going in with pink because that's what's sitting here. Why not? And I'm obsessed lately with different color hair, like on like the odd girl or whatever I'm using or whatever I'm doing. So, and I just kind of go in, and you might want to use a little darker with her, but just because this is what I have sitting here and I don't want to make this too long. Then I get people saying, quit talking so much. Okay. Now, I probably would have done her eyebrows pink to match, but, you know, here we are. But that's it. Very I mean, it's 20 minutes. It's a very basic, but you can see, you know, now if I would have done her over here, she would have had more background. Here, she's just kind of, you know, she's here, and it's fine. And you could put a quote, or you could handwrite, you know, like your favorite quote, like give up on giving up, or whatever, you know, quote, and write it on a little piece of paper and glue it down. You can paint around her. That's not hard. You know, that's not a big deal. You definitely, I don't have any paint. Oh, I have purple right here, right in front of me. You can use some paint. Now, I'll leave my brush basically wet and just tap it there. Maybe go in and just take a little bit of the purple. Almost make it watercolory. So you can see that underneath. You can make it opaque too. But you see how it just adds a little bit more color. You can add going around. And that's because I have more water than paint. If I had more paint than water, it gets, you see how it gets a little darker? So that's all up to you. But you can still, I like it so you can still see that underneath. See? So simple. Now I know what I'm going to do, because this is what I have to keep reminding myself every day. Let's do it. This is my word for the year again. Even though the year's almost over. It was last year, and it might even be the next year. And all I'm putting there is breathe, because that's what I gotta keep reminding myself, because I swear to goodness gracious. And what I like to do is in the eye, once it's done, I like to take the end of my brush, dip it in my white paint, and just kind of give little highlights. You know, you can give the little nose like a little highlight if you want. So that's always fun. I didn't color in the lips, so what? But you get the point. The main thing of this was using these as backgrounds. And I just, like I said, wanted to show you, do you have to follow the leaves? No. You do whatever you want. Write words. Write, you know, do whatever. Do whatever. Scribbles, doodle, whatever they're called, the thingies. I can't remember their names. Zentangles. You know, do whatever and have a, I call them doodles, but let's not get into that. I've had arguments over that word. But you know, do whatever. Look at your scrapbook paper. Look at the stuff around you in magazines or whatever, and you know, like just pick shapes and just have a blast. That's what it's about. And I hope that this helped you. If it did, please leave me a thumbs up. And if you enjoyed my video, leave me a thumbs up. I love knowing that you guys enjoy these. Like I said, I know I do a lot for beginners, but between beginners and people who are disabled, unlimited incomes, just starting out, or what have you, I like, you know, they ask for it and I give it to them. And I love doing at-home stuff. I love recycling. Like I said, I'm doing, oh, I got a lot going on right now, and I'm very excited about it. So, as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I love you guys so very much. And progress, not perfection. That is what I am telling you guys to remember. Do not get and beat yourselves up, because a lot of you beat yourselves up, and don't do it. You guys write me the most heartfelt, beautiful letters, and you're just so hard on yourselves. Don't be. Don't be. Look, we all have bad days. I know. But look, this is as simple, and that's why I love the odd girls so much, because you can just sit down and draw a girl. This girl, she looks like me today, but I mean, I can go, this is what I look like today. Let me just show you. I got bags under my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Look, this is me. So I have not been on camera in a while. You guys keep asking for vlogs and stuff, and I'm like, if I got on camera, you guys would be punching my bags under my eye. I look horrible lately because I just have been not feeling well, but you know what? I love doing art, and I don't care if it comes out beautiful all the time. So I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I got an email, and that's the kind of stuff that, you know, I was writing back to them, because that's how I feel. I'm not beating anybody up. It's just like, you know what? It's okay. Quit putting so much pressure on yourselves. All right. I love you guys. Please share me everywhere. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.